Happy Sunday. I hope that today's been a good day for you so far. It's beautiful out here, so I hope that you can enjoy this weather. Whether you went to church or not, still pray to God on today, because the Lord is good. But I just wanted to come here and make a update video from my last video. My last video, which I spoke about not getting weary and well-doing. It's important that we don't get weary and well-doing, because God is going to show up for us at some point. He's going to show up for us, and He has done just that for me. Last week should have been my surgery. Well, was going to be my surgery for my back, and God has turned it around. And He's working it out for my good. And my insurance company, my health insurance, has approved for me, even though they denied me twice for the procedure. I had 2 dates before, but now they have approved me for this surgery. And I thank God, because whether it was going to be approved by my insurance company or somebody, I was going to have this surgery. So I knew that God was going to come through for me. And He has did just that. And it worked out just fine, just well, because if I had the surgery last week, I would have missed on some events that my children had, the end of the school year events that they have. And I was able to be present for all their events. So God is good. God is good. God is good. I want to remind you all that He is working everything out for your good. And just going back a little bit about my story, my testimony. I remember it's been almost 2 years that I have been in my situation. I remember on the night of my accident in August of 21, I remember me and my husband, when we were in the hospital in the emergency room that night, and I had cried out. I had bawled out. I had cried out to God. For one, just thankful to still be alive, because I didn't think that we were going to make it through. And we were able to. We got out of that. And He's so good. And I remember crying that night and surrendering to Him that, Lord, whatever it is, wherever you want to take me, wherever you have planned for me to go, whatever my purpose is, whatever you're going to do to me, Lord, yes, I give it all to you. I surrender everything that night, not knowing that my yes was going to be really hard, was going to be tough. I know that nothing comes easy. I know that, but I didn't know how deep and how hard it can get. So with me giving my yes to Him, and saying yes to your will, Lord, I have been in a season of wilderness. And in this season of wilderness, I have experienced some things. I have experienced being stripped from people, places, and things that I was attached to, people that I loved. It's not hard being stripped away from people that you love. It's not hard being stripped from places that you like to go, or any of those things. I did not know that I was going to be going through all of this. I also went through with my son, when me and my husband had experienced a situation with my son. And in those moments of where it feels like everything is just falling apart, but I'm here to stand to tell you that He will allow some things to fall apart in order to put things back together for you. Because in the season of being stripped away from everything that which seems like the hardest thing, God is taking those things away from you to build you back up. And that's exactly what I am going through. He is building me back up. And when I come through on the other side, will nobody get the glory for this. This will all be God's work. I did not know that I'm going to have through all these doctors and lawyers and and insurance companies and for this surgery, that surgery. I didn't know I was going to have to go through all of this. I did not know. I have seen more doctors and more hospitals than I've ever seen in my life. And I've had 2 high-risk pregnancies. I've seen a lot of doctors, but I ain't never seen this many doctors in my life. But Lord, I thank God that he put me in the position to go through this accident, to come out to see who he really is, because really I was putting people in the place of God. That's what I really was doing. I was putting people in the place of God, and God had start taking these people away from me so the veil has been lifted off of me, and that I can see who he really is. God is good. We may not see him in the flesh. We may not see him, but he is everywhere, and he is good, and he is mighty. He is stronger than every obstacle that we face. He is bigger than all of those things. His hand is bigger than our hand. He can carry all of our burdens and all of our care, all of our worries, all of our concerns. All we have to do is put it in his hands, y'all. Put it in his hands. In this season that I'm going through in the wilderness, with me not working, not having money, not being able to go and do what I used to do, it has not been easy. It's not been easy for me to go to the grocery store and have to figure out how I'm going to pay for these groceries. I got EBT card, I got my debit card, I got a few cash, I got a little change, and I'm putting it all together. He's putting it all together and working it out for our good. And if this would have happened to me 2 years ago, I probably would have tried to commit suicide. Honestly, that I probably would have tried to take myself out, because I was not strong enough to deal with this. And even when this had happened, and I gave God my will and my yes and or whatever, I was still living out in the world. I got my marijuana card, the marijuana card, and I was in the dispensary, and I was just smoking, just trying to take the pain away. But it got to a point where that stuff no longer served me. It didn't do anything for me. God had took that away from me. And now it's just me and him. It's just me and him. It's not fun for me to go out and be out and about. So in my body, it's not fun for me to go out, because it's uncomfortable for me to be out. So I choose to stay at home. And in this, I'd rather sit home and read the Bible. Honestly, I'd rather sit home and read the Bible and get to know God better for myself every day, because this is giving me the tools to fight for my life. This is giving me the tools to fight. Not none of this worldly stuff, none of this stuff on the outside. So in your situations that you go through where you think that it's going to take you out, that you think that you're not going to make it through, because you don't have this person or that person, God said no, because he is here, and he is all that you need to make it through. He is all that you need to make it through. So I want to encourage you on today to hold on to God's unchanging hands. If you don't have the words to pray, just say, God, help me. God, help me, and wait for him. Don't try to be God. Don't try to take control. I've tried to take control so many times, and it didn't work out for me. It did not work out for me. And so I'm telling you to get into the word, and he will transform your life. He will show you the way. I'm telling you, this is what I know. He will show you the way. Lean in and depend on him. Not these worldly things. Not these worldly things. I had to get off of social media. Like, I'm still off. I get on to make a video and I get back off, because it is a distraction. And for me to be scrolling through and just seeing this person doing, that person doing, why I just like, Lord, I'm just at home. I feel like I ain't doing nothing. Like my life is passing by, but it's really not. It's really not. He's building me up to be this person that I never thought that I could be. So hold on, y'all. Hold on to God's unchanging hands. I'm praying for all of whoever see this video. I am praying for you to hold on and to stick in there. And remember, righteous is what's going to get us to heaven. Not these worldly things. Righteousness will. Be blessed and have a wonderful day. I love you all.